right, what's up, everybody? We back again. They said I don't show the Big Ten love, so gonna break down another one of my favorite prospects today in Mason Graham. Mason Graham's anchored that Michigan defense since he's been there, or at least for the past 2 years. 6'3", 320. They don't have all his measurables like arm length and all that yet, but you're gonna see it right here. We're gonna go over some of these. They double him a lot, obviously in college, right? Somebody as dominant as him, you're gonna get doubled. So right here, he's going against Seth McLaughlin, or I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but sheds him. You can see violence. And what does he do? Claws that up. So a lot of times what you'll see, let me run it back just a little bit. What you see a lot of times with D coordinators, they'll tell their guy, okay, we want you either two gap or we want you to control this gap right here. Don't let nobody get you, right? So when you get here and you're going to get doubled, or you get, a Bama block with a bump up to the backer, or however it's going to work, they don't want you to get blown out of this gap. So you're supposed to control it. Some D coordinators tell you create a pile. Other ones will tell you take one on and don't worry about the other one. Depends on the technique. That don't matter with Mason Graham, as you can see. The Bama block, the block actually comes from the backside of the play. And it's two men on the ground. He's still standing up. And once again, this is a Saban Bama. I know it was probably not gonna say the weakest, but it probably wasn't the most talented Saban Bama team he's had. But he whooping them, right? National championship game last year. 2 years ago, 2024 in Houston, playing versus who? Michael Penix in Washington, right? Once again, they can't move him out the way. He's here with it. They bump him, and he's still holding, right? So now he's here with it. Linebacker's here, or if he goes here, the linebacker's going to go there. Whichever way you want to play it. Don't matter. I'm still there. We make play. In gap. Now, you can see, and all that don't matter at the end of the play. Like I used to hate y'all old linemen that want to do this so much. I'm not going to lie to you. I hated y'all with a passion. You already done pretty much lost the rep. You got to try to get you some. Even though, he probably did his job. I hate y'all so much. All right. Another double team rep. Him working versus double. Tackle block down. Looks like it's some. Oh, they're going to bring the backside tackle with a kick out. Bring in, what was that, tight end, if I'm not mistaken? But you see him here already. So he's under this block. Now he's head up on him. Violent. Then, it's a Bama, so he's going to scrape off and pick up a flow. Don't matter. Mason Graham is there. One thing you're going to see about Mason Graham on this film, he's 6'3", 320. It looks like Walter Nolan when you're watching it sometimes, because he's too quick to be 320 pounds, anchoring in the middle. And he can play. He can play the heads up. He can play the 3. He can play the 1. He can play heads up on him. He can play the 4 wide or 5 tech if you really need him to. I'm going to tell you who he reminds me a lot of as a prospect before we get any deeper. He reminds me of a more explosive Jonathan Allen. I think Jonathan Allen was a technician more than Mason Graham was, but my fault, than Mason Graham is. But he reminds me a lot of Jonathan Allen with his position versatility and how sound he is in his game. Now, like I said, Jonathan Allen was more of a technician, but all these Texas guys almost going to the league if I ain't mistaken. Let's see what he do versus them. Standing tall. You're not moving them. I hate you old linemen to do this with a passion. Y'all want to try to push people on the pile, but he's standing tall, man. You're not going to. Look at this. 2 blocking them, right? Now, it is USC. They say USC a little soft now. This ain't Pete Carroll's USC. Get the guard and the tackle. That guy's going to be free if I'm not mistaken. He gets picked up by the puller. Mason Graham whoops the guard. Sheds the tackle. Give me that. Look at that. Like, we talking about 6'3", 320, shedding a double team and retracing. A lot of these prospects, you got to really break them down. But Mason Graham, honestly, has the highest ceiling out of any prospect in this draft, especially all the first-round guys. Like, He reminds me a lot when I watch him on film. Like I said, he reminds me a lot of Jonathan Allen from Alabama, the one that plays for the Redskins now. He reminds me of a Nick Saban type of prospect that's played in the system for 4 years. Me and my boy up at IU, my boy Jared Couture, man, we used to call it, manufactured packaging. Like, that's what he is, man. Like, he just, like, what you're getting, right? And he's refined he can clean up some things, Like right here, once again, we're going to W. Don't matter. I'm still going to make the play. Still up in there. So that was just him on some doubles, but he reminds me of one of those type of prospects because his ceiling is there. Like, you know what you're going to get. Sometimes on third down, what I really want to see from him at times is I want to see a little bit more power than some of the finesse moves he likes to work, especially when he's standing up. When he comes in running standing up, man, sometimes you'll see it on film. It's a little bit treacherous for these guys in the trenches. It's going burst Mason Graham. And he did have Grant next to him too. And I think they were the key to winning Michigan that championship when they beat Bama and they beat Washington, right? I mean, he single-handedly, he won versus Ohio State a lot too. I'm not going to play the Ohio State film because you watch that game, you know exactly what happened. Look at this. This is what you want to see. Okay. Takes him out the gap, but he is waiting. Watch how he controls this lineman, right? And I think one thing with him is I don't think his arm length is like elite. It's probably good. So I think when he plays versus some of these guys with longer arms, they might be able to do a little bit more with him than some guys can. But watch his hands here. Like, watch how he gets inside of the 7-7 on number 77 here. Right there. You see the old lineman hand outside the shoulder. Mason Graham is inside. You can see it by how that initial shock is versus this lineman. Right there, lineman has one hand on Mason Graham. He got one hand on double nickel. So what double nickel gonna do with that, right? Double nickel, we gonna shed you. You have no chance. Slaughtered. Give me that running back. That's textbook. Textbook, right? You're going to see him here again versus Bama. Can't block him one-on-one. You blocking half the man. He going to make all the play. You block him half a man, he going to make the whole play. And you going to look whole stupid on the ground while you missed your block, right? And that's Tyler. Is that Tyler Booker? It might be. Yeah, you can't do that. Versus some of these guys, y'all gonna see the Walter Nolans, the Mason Grahams, the Kenneth Grants, Tyleik Williams from Ohio State. We gonna get him on here too. We're gonna get some TJ Sanders, some Alfred Collins, even Deion Walker out of Kentucky. You can't block these guys half a man. They're too strong, too explosive. You gotta do something with it. You gonna see here his little pass rush game. Work some leverage. Let's run that back one time. Whoop. Get off the ball. Hands a little bit outside right here, but he retraces. Gets him back inside. Works over. Works with leverage. Sheds it. They tried to. I hate you, though. I hate old linemen, bro. Look at that. Try to get you a little, you know what I'm saying? Try to get you a little something. You already beat. They already kicked all y'all. Look at it. You got beat out the spin, brother. He still made the play. My boy Zay gonna watch this. He know what that laugh mean right there, man. So look. Let's run this back, man. Because his swim move is lethal. When he sets them up perfect with that swim move, is lethal. Lyman beats him off the ball, snaps the ball, gets hands up. Let's see what you got. Mason Graham. I ain't scared of you. Gets a hand inside. Leaning too much. You lean, get hit with the beam. Force him out. Miller Moss, a little bit more athletic than Mason Graham right there. But just look at the power in that swim, man. Like, Hold on, let me run it back one more time. Look at this. Look, this is what I mean by engaging, looking for work, not even engaged yet. Man down already. Hands down, man down. He's looking at turf at this point. And what is Mason Graham doing? He's in the backfield, right? Mason Graham already beat his man, and he's in the backfield before the back clears. Before routes are even declared. He's already whooped him. Come here. Let me get that. Nope. Still got hands on him, right? This is what I mean by this swim move is whoop, see ya. And that really wasn't even a swim, to be completely honest with you. But you could tell he wanted to work it. Nah, that was a swim. Yeah, that was definitely a swim. It looked more like a swipe, but no, that's a straight swim. He just swipe and swim him right there, right? And look, any old lineman, if you watch this, if you ever are caught in this position right here, this position, right? Go look at the Big Show. When Big Show be staring at people, he be staring them down. That's how your old line coach gonna be looking at you. Look at this. Engaged, not engaged, looking at turf. There's no recovery from that right there, brother. That's why a lot of people, they don't understand, right? When you at tackle, sometimes you can recover a lot easier. You might have a back be able to chip. You might have some guard help. But if center goes away from you and you at guard, you die quick. If he beats you, you're going to die quick. Like, you're going to down the hill right now. And Mason Graham does a hell of a job realizing when it's no center help or when he's one-on-one with a center and they go to a Okie front or they go penny front, and he going to make you pay. That's versus Oregon. That's this year's Oregon, right? Watch him again here. Little swipe move. Die quick. Guard. Don't even give him a chance to reset, right? He cleared man. He's at the heels. Past the heels. He's cleared his man at this point before anybody else in that pocket, right? Help. Not engaged just yet. Engaged. But he's already there. So I'm confused. I was seeing some stuff they talking about. He got inconsistent hand usage. Where? He's violent. This is violence. This guard, look, I don't know who you is, number 77 for Washington right here. I know you had nightmares after this game. Because look at that. Like, how many times have we seen today just off of this film? This is why I said with him, like, it's not a whole lot to break down except if you really just want to see how many O-linemen get left planking at this point. Because that's exactly what he does to him. Boom. They fall on it. They got hit by Wilder. They tried to. Okay, they pulled. Run a little pin pull action. Gonna try to pin him. Gonna pull around. Try to pin the edge rusher. It don't work. Mason Graham, go get in on that, man. Come on, bro. Let's be real. And he read this perfect. Cause I think a lot of people think, oh, if you play D-line, you don't gotta read. It's still instinctual feels and things you just gotta know. And he already knows it. Like, as soon as he sees that, look at that. He tries to settle. There's no way he gonna beat me outside. Don't got to. Beat you underneath. Poop. It's bodies. Bodies on the ground when that man come around. Here they go again. We're gonna try to. Nope. Ain't going. Mr. Ain't going. He's in, but that man be in on the play. And I'm just confused on how he just whooping people like this, man. Because look, man, it's an OG that does this evaluation on drafts. I think he does more cowboy work than I named Voch Lombardi, right? You go watch his old work. I'm going to steal this from you, brother, but shout out to you. It's a trait some people got, some people ain't got it, right? It's just called whoop ass. That's the trait. It's called whoop ass. Some people got it, some people ain't. Some people call it, they got that dog in them. No, it's called whoop ass. And Mason Graham got it. Cause he be whooping ass. He be whooping ass. Sometimes, like I said, on third downs, he might try to go a little bit more finesse when he goes with his swipes and some of his swims. But I mean, what's the difference? You know, what's the difference if he can beat you like this? Like, look at this. Everybody else is engaged. He's already won his matchup. Parker Brailsford come over there. He wants some. He give Parker Brailsford that too. You on the ground. Like, come on, bro. Come on with it. Show me something. Look at this. This is why, you know, he sets him up, gives him a little shimmy. You can already see he's leaning inside because he's going to work his inside move, right? Which he definitely can here. Center, somebody finally said, hey, we probably need to give 55, that double nickel, a little bit more attention than usual. So, does that, whoops him, clears him. Look, by the time he realized he got cleared, he tries to step back inside to cut him off. It's too late, brother. You got whooped. Engages with the center, gives him that bull rush, forces a throw, forced a pick. This is what I'm saying. You can't look at stats all the time with these guys, man. Like, especially with the interior lineman, you want to see the disruption. And he is a disruptor. Parker Brailsford come over there. He wants some. 70. Look at 77. 77 said, hold on now. I'm going to go help him a little bit. Let's see what we can do. No, you too late too. A little push in the back. Forced to throw. We don't really know what happened there, right? Mason Graham get off of there. Look at that, man. Come on, bro. Look at this. It's like the first blocker never really does anything with him. Whoops him, wins hands. He's already walking him back. Second guy tries to get a little bit in on the ball up in the air. And like I said, we ain't gonna watch the Ohio State film. Ohio State film is impressive itself, man. For them to not, they had a walk-on quarterback and to still beat that Ohio State team and win the national championship game. We might just have to do a complete breakdown. That's what I'm gonna do, right? So this is overall versus a couple teams I've seen so far. I'm gonna do a complete Mason Graham breakdown on just Ohio State game, so you can see how great he is in the interior, right? Look at this. What I keep saying, man, you can't block this man one-on-one. Not with these guys. Try to run a little action at him. Ain't gonna work. Still made the play. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at this. You pull your guard. The tackle blocks down. And he's already won. Your guard is going to kick him out. He's already won. He's going up to the backer. But Mason Graham already won. You can't try to get your leg back now, brother. He's already in your backfield. Look at that. Oh, this was filthy too. That's what I'm saying, bro. Look at it, man. Swift. It's amazing, right? That get up there, lean too far. Don't play with leverage. You don't win hands. Look at that hand. Look where his arm and his hand is. Look where this one is. Like, you're gonna lose. 100% of the time. Like, he's gonna make that play. Like, there's nothing you can do with that right there. You just lose. Like, right there, it's a loss. I just want to play this one more time, man. I gotta play this one more time. Whoop! Like, I think when he gets to the league, right, if it's not somebody that has great arm length that he's playing versus, he's gonna have to obviously play just a little bit more with a little bit more leverage, maybe. You know, 'cause I think sometimes like third down he plays a little bit high at times, but that's coachable. This isn't coachable. This stuff right here, like this is just whoop ass. Like I'm gonna whoop your ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anytime that you are 45-degree angle as an O lineman disengaged from your man, while your quarterback ain't even made it to his second progression yet, your offense is in trouble. In trouble. He has to get rid of the ball. Look at this. If you watch this, he is consistently a free hitter. And it's not because they're leaving him unblocked. It's because he whooping whoever blocking him. I'd be surprised if he don't. He don't go top 5. I'd be surprised. No Jags. I think this might be y'all guy. I think he gonna make it to y'all. But we'll do another breakdown just on the Ohio State game with him because I think he really deserved that because he had a monster game versus Ohio State. But just want to drop this right quick, man. You can see it. Violent. He's violent with the hands. He is super uberly agile. And he's versatile. That's what you want to see, right? And you can clearly see some of these old linemen when they playing versus Mason Graham. They don't want to play this man 4 quarters in the trenches. He know what be going on. And he's smart with it. High ceiling, high production. High disruptor. We love it. Tell me where you love to see him go. I'm going to drop the Ohio State video with him versus Ohio State soon. Be right back.